Speaking of games coming out over the rest of this month, Nintendo is releasing Dr. Mario Miracle Cure. This will work. Well, it doesn't state it's going to work with the Dr. Mario amiibo, but I think there's got to be something that this game can do, even if it's just save your data, but something that they can use this amiibo. It's a Dr. Mario amiibo, and the game, there's got to be something. But that comes out on June 11th. It's just Dr. Mario, pretty much. There's some different aspects of playing against each other and using the 3DS completely open, kind of differently, but all in all, it's a Dr. Mario game, but we've all loved those. Mutant Mud Super Challenge comes out sometime this month. I know some of you might still be hating Jurassic World, but Lego Jurassic World comes out June 12th. And Samurai Warriors Chronicles 3 comes out June 30th. Now, the last two, Lego Jurassic World and Samurai Warriors, also comes out on the Vita. I think the Vita would be the better way of playing this, but Lego games do really well on 3DSs just because of the underage children that love anything Lego, so it's probably going to sell the best. And, of course, we have so many more millions of copies of 3DSs out in the world than we have Vitas. So, also out on the Vita, or for Sony, is Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess. That comes out on June 14th. J-Star Victory VS comes out on June 30th. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3V Century. Yeah, that's a weird way of writing this whole thing out, but that comes out on June 30th. And Blaze Blue Chronoplat Phantasma Extended comes out on June 30th. That is just a fighting game, kind of, very Smash Brothers-esque, really weird looking, but again, fighter game like all the others, just on a handheld. For smart devices, just two real games of note. Pixels the game, hopefully tied to something amazing like the Pixel, but that comes out on iOS and Android on June 30th. And interesting game that caught my eye, Relics of Gods, comes out on iOS and Android in July, but it is a 3v3 MOBA game, which is interesting. There's a lot of MOBAs out there right now. A lot of them go 5v5, a few 6v6, but I've never seen any of them go back to 3v3. So, and the fact that this is a MOBA game on smart device is just kind of interesting. It tells stories of gods of creation, the patron gods of a certain city, the destruction of a planet, the face of a race. All are woven into grand canvas depicting tales of love, hate, elation, anguish, benevolence, conspiracy, loyalty, and treachery. Some of the cool things, there's going to be 51 heroes and 15 races on this game, and that's a lot for a smart device game. And again, for most MOBAs have to have a lot of heroes. Dota's around 100, but half of that on a smart device. I'm interested to see how this controls and what they do. And I'm going to keep an eye on this. I don't know if I'll play it, but I'd like to know a little bit more, just because I'm curious about it. Again, that has been Portable Gaming Podcast Episode 3. I hope you enjoyed. I ran through this really fast. I didn't want to bore you. A couple people have been saying for an hour with only one host, it's not very much. And I get on to a drawl, and my voice gets a little boring. So I'm shortening it up. I'll try and keep these a little faster. Hopefully you've been enjoying all the visuals that you've got if you've been actually watching this on YouTube and not just listening to it on your phone and not looking. But I hope you've been enjoying this. The production value I've put into this podcast. Let me know what you think. If you really would rather just listen to this podcast and you don't want to see all these visuals, then let me know, because this takes a lot of effort, and this is part of the reason why a crew of one is I'm not able to put these out weekly, just because of the amount of effort that goes in, and I already don't have a lot of time, so this is kind of just a side project for fun. But I wanted to try this out, see if I get more views, see if you guys like it a lot more. I've got a new review on Horseback that just came out yesterday. Go check that out. I will try and be getting more with that series. The problem is just the amount of times that I'm able to be on a horse isn't as much as I would like, so it's not easy to find time to film these reviews. We might be trying a little different shift on that on reviews on Horseback, the channel. Keep your eye on it, and hopefully some new ideas will come out of it. I've got some stuff I'm working on, but we'll see what comes up, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and as always, you can check out all my other channels, my other my reviews, all the other ideas I have on all my channels. Subscribe, like this, and as always, enjoy your video games.